Okay. We should be live now. Oh boy. Oh, Ben Jordan is streaming right now. Dang. How did I just find that out? Oh no. Okay. Wait. First, let's make this full screen. Let's close that. Let's make my little icon thing. But no, I'm just gonna go where I normally go. Fuck it. Oh, geez. And then, because we're doing some sound design shit, we're gonna want this to be like super visible. So I'm gonna pop out that and that. They're both behind me now. Maybe my own face, put my face over here. I don't think it's gonna be blocking anything important right now. Right? Cool. Cool. Boy. And then we get to ping the Discord. How fun. So neat. Okay. Alright, we're streaming. So, last night, I was experimenting with audio rate frequency modulation stuff, or audio rate LFOs, essentially. So, if you take... Here, the premise... Oh, no. Alright, I'm seeing the issue with putting this shit in here. We can have this. This guy can go over here. We do really care about... No. Oh, geez. Oh, and I closed it. Whatever. No, we still need to see the oscilloscope. We definitely need to see the oscilloscope. How am I... Where do I put this guy? Jesus. Here, down here. This looks fine. Okay. So if I take your run-of-the-mill standard LFO, right? And I take roar. Now, let's turn all this stuff off. Let's make this just be a sine wave playing super low, right? It's just doing that. Why is this already... Oh. Alright, so we got a sine wave, right? How fun is that? Wait. You can't see me. My room is getting dark. Wait a second. Oh boy. And it's too red in here. Hold on. We're figuring things out. Okay, that looks fine. Alright. So maybe I should not even explain this because like no one's even in the stream yet, but basically, you move this bias around. When the bias is up here to the top, it starts to flatten out everything above the zero crossing. And if it's on the other way, it starts to flatten out everything below the zero crossing. So that means if you wobble it back and forth, it starts doing some shit. So if you take an LFO, you put this on the bias, speed it up. Would you look at that? You get, I don't even know what you would call this. It's like frequency modulation. It's something else. One issue though that I noticed with like messing around with this stuff is it always introduces these kinds of like artifacts. And I think this is a result of like Max for Live, the LFO being kind of fucky. But yeah, cool shit. So if you set this wavetable to be like a square wave, you could see like what it's doing. It's jumping the bias back and forth. And then, you know, you can lower the depth. Which I think that's all like super, super cool, right? We can like give this a more complex waveform. Now the problem with this is this rate. Well, one, we can times this by 10. And now you can see, like, if this plays for a second, it now rings out at the frequency because this is basically creating like an oscillator, which I think is pretty fucking cool. Here's some of the stock Ableton LFO. Yes, it does. Oh, so it quickly starts aliasing at audio rate. I notice at 440 hertz it breaks. So like this guy is limited to 400 hertz, but if it goes above 440, then it starts going down. Well, I forget whatever it's called, the reflection thing above the Nyquist frequency. Okay, so if it operates at 1 kilohertz, I wonder if there's a way to change that. Because you can open it up in Max MSP, because that would be huge. Like, it would probably eat up my CPU, but that would be huge. So, anyways, this LFO, it's free running, like the rate or whatever, the frequency of the LFO is free running. So that's like not super useful. So I made a modification of it so that this LFO, have a expression control, and the expression control is set to key tracking, and then I mapped the key tracking to this knob here. And what this knob does is it basically just says, if we're playing the 29th MIDI note, which is F0, then it's going to make the LFO move at 43 hertz, which is F0, right? So it's going to be tracking it. So now it's stable, except this hasn't been turned on with Roar. Right? Except the depth isn't on. There we go. So that's the sound of the square wave moving Roar, the bias of Roar back and forth. Sounds cool, right? Now you can put this on different shit as well, like an autofilter. And not only that, I made it so that you can multiply this by different integer numbers, like you know, like with operator or whatever, if you want to play the second harmonic or the third. It obviously starts like kind of getting a little fucky when you know, make it go really fast, but and then the denominator, this is a numerator, denominator, so if I make this, you know, to be 3 and then this guy to be 2, then we're basically modulating it by a perfect fifth. Sounds kind of fucking cool, I think. And then we can always change the shape, so we can make this up, which is a saw wave. Or sine wave. And then we can also make this move really, really slow. Which I think that can like work really well on some like bass sounds, probably. That's what I'm thinking. I also tried out experimenting this with a shifter. So the frequency shifter. Here we go with this. This should be why? Oh, depth. Which the frequency shifter is obviously going to sound like kind of inharmonic and weird, but kind of interesting. Let's make this back to just a sine wave so we can hear only the effect of the frequency shifter. Which I suppose is also an issue because since the sine wave is so low, the second that the frequency shifting is greater than 40 hertz or whatever, then it's going to start reflecting on the negative axis. Anyways, you said stock Ableton LFO operates at 1 kHz sample rate. Ableton LFO sample rate max MSP. Let's see if this is like very clearly. I don't see anything directly giving me the answer here. You can FM and AM modulate samples with basic waveforms in the sampler instrument. What? An operator module in the sampler. Hold up. Hold on. See what this does. So one cool thing about all this is you can just put this rack on like a sample and then you'd be like affecting the sample with that. So if you have like a bass patch playing something, then you can affect that. And then again, since this guy, you're too long. Zoom in. Since this guy is the frequency of the LFO is synced to the MIDI note that's playing, you can do some. I think the shifter's pretty buggy. So I'm noticing that the auto filter, when I'm fucking with it, because like the resonance is kind of high and is moving really fast, it's leaving like a trail for a lot longer. But I think you're not really getting that with Roar, because this is direct sample manipulation. Yeah, it's definitely not perfect. Like, it would be, my dream would be to have like an operator like UI, and if the shit can like work at a higher sample rate. Now, I don't think I'm gonna figure this out, but like if we open this guy up in Maximus P, the way I did this is so hacky. I don't care. Fine. Pretty please. Probably can't even. You can kind of. You can see what matters. Oh no! All right, this shit is covering up everything. Let's just here close. We don't. We get out. Get what? Come on. Get out of here. We undo this. Is there like a clear way to change sample rate? I guess is my what I want to figure out. I don't even understand how this shit works. Randomize and smooth. P, shape and waveform. Shape and waveform, I imagine, is where the LFO is coming from. It's using some gen thing. I don't know how gen works, unfortunately. I know I need to get a gen license to fuck with it. Currently in runtime mode. Yep. Because I know gen is like some like C programming shit. What's up, Lucas? We are trying to see if there's an easy way I can change the sample rate of the LFO, because I'm trying to make LFOs move really, really fast. But they have a I mean, yeah, if the sample rate is at 1 kilohertz, then, and I've noticed everything above like A440 or so starts to break. That about adds up, though. I'd expect it to be at 500. Oh, I don't know. Soft wavelet. I don't know what programming language even is this. I guess I have to learn Gen now. Oh, that's cute. Okay, this is literally how each of the different wave shapes are being made. Interesting. Val equals phase greater than 0.5. I mean, this is gonna like output a 1 or a 0. Oh, and I'm guessing it's inputting like the cosine wave or some shit, and then if the cosine wave is below 0.5, then it's a 0 and then a 1, right? That's cool. You do. They have notes in here still. Now, again, I don't see anything about sample rate. And I also don't know how to program in this, so. Can you simply stack them in an audio track with a slight offset? What I'm trying to do, I'm assuming you just got here. Also, what's up, alien? What I want to do here, I don't think I'm gonna be able to figure this out right now. Don't save. Close. So I have an LFO here, and oh, did it unmap everything? That's so boring. Or it is mapped. It says this is mapped, but it's not. So what happens is I have this LFO, and the LFO is mapped to be playing at the same frequency as my MIDI note. And then I can also multiply. This is a numerator, this is a denominator. So, you know, this is like, I can multiply that signal frequency by 5/6, right? There's a super good in-depth video about Ableton modulators from the same channel linked in the Discord. I think it mentions Master for Life. LFOs are pretty much superior in every way. Superior to what? About Ableton modulators. Because I mean, I use the Max for Live LFOs for everything. Max for Live LFOs are pretty much superior in every way. It's a bit lengthy. Save it for later. Yeah, definitely will. Definitely will do, but I don't know what that's in, what you're comparing it to directly. Anyways, so we have this LFO. Right now it's running at 45 hertz, right? And then, you know, if I make both the numerator and the denominator the same, it's 55, which is, I guess, whatever, or here, it's 43.6. That's the frequency of F. I can multiply it by different numbers. If we go above 500 hertz, it starts reflecting on the to the stock ones. I thought the quote-unquote stock LFO just is the Max for Live one. Because you can open this and then... Or is this the quote-unquote bad one? Because you can open this in Max for Live. This is like a Max for Live device, but it's official, I think. Is there another LFO? I don't know. I will take a gander, though. So you can see here, if we loop over this guy right here, and we... Oh yeah, by the way, this is controlling the bias, and if you make the bias move really, really fast, then that's going to start, like, modulating it. You can apply it to a filter, and the filter is also gonna move really fast. And then I tried messing around with putting it on a frequency shifter, right? But like, obviously the frequency shifter is going to sound kind of fucked. Stock one is Max for Live, as far as I know. Yeah, that's what I thought. But well, I know there are like multiple types of LFOs. Like there's the one with the blue UI that sucks. I think it's LFO.amxd. This one sucks. Don't use it. Maybe that's the unvouched for unofficial one. What about an inverted key mapping? So I have the keys using an expression control that is mapped to this LFO thing, this modified LFO. So it's mapped to this, which basically this is just all of the MIDI numbers. Each number correlates. Let's make the numerator denominator 1. Each one corresponds to the right frequency, right? So the point being, we map expression control to this changes the frequency, now it's playing at the right frequency for every individual note, and then I can like frequency modulate it by different integer ratios. So this is like a 5/4 or a major third or whatever. Then we can have the LFO playing a major third of whatever this guy is. I don't think that shouldn't be, I don't know why that says, is it broken? There we go. I just had to like move some MIDI notes around. We can now have a major third of 40 hertz control the bias of roar. Now again, the only real, like the main issues is that there's this like aliasing sound, or I don't even know exactly what that sound is, but it sounds like yeah, it sounds like a Redux thing. It's definitely something to do with the sample rate. Which you can't really get rid of, but you need to figure out how to deal with that. But what's really fun is you can then change the LFO shape. to like a triangle wave or a square wave. That roar doesn't need to do anything. And then, yeah, so we can try it on different, like, bass sounds, I think. Did I not make... I thought I did, like, a V4 or V5 or something. Apparently not. Where I thought I saved that. Put this guy here. You. Nope, it did not save. Alright, let's here, let's just put this guy on here. Take that expression control and put that over here. Sure. How would it be helpful? What does it do? Be helpful with what necessarily? Because like right now my issue, I guess, is like I'm not gonna figure it out, but I guess the main issues right now are the sample rate. Here, let's take this guy, put him down here. It's just kind of cool that you can turn this into a square wave. Oh yeah, I need to pop these guys back out. These guys are good for just like understanding the sound. Let's slow down the BPM. That's sick. Yeah, it's just that aliasing sound is what's really bothering me, but if I can just like get past it, because it's already pretty noisy. If we change this to, yeah, just a sine wave LFO, moving the bias. Also try moving this up. I'm just on random. Make a random move really fast. Nope, that's not good. That is not good at all. I'm gonna do bin random. Bin random. Use that to like break a sound up or something. That could be cool. Think sauce MEQ. What is this? Is it an EQ8? What are you? I said, it's a MIDI effect. Oh. Okay. Okay, this probably just negates the entire expression control bullshit that I was doing. MEQ V1.3 and then I can multiply it by different amounts. So if this is literally doing everything that I tried to do, with the exception of, I guess, there's not like a cute UI for integer and harmonics or whatever. Expecting this to... What are you? I was expecting this to be an LFO that vibrates at 43 hertz. It's not? No, I don't get it. I mean, it knows what the frequency is. Is it just like an expression control? Yeah, it looks like it's just like a giant expression control, and I can map it to different stuff. I mean, that might be useful, or easier than using a direct expression control, but I don't really understand what this does. Okay, let's go back to here. We're trying to make bass sounds or something, right? We can go back to the shifter. Oh, I thought I was getting kind of cool effects if I had this on. Oh, it's on bin random, so it sounds like Morse code now. But yeah, if I speed up the bin random, it's going to turn into noise, obviously. Okay, now what I want to do, I want to try to get a little bit of randomness involved, just to make the sounds more interesting over time instead of individually tweaking stuff. So now that we have some stuff going, let's put a spellbook on depth. It's kind of cool. Okay. Let's put arpeggiator before the expression control. Go before. Thank you. Speed up the BPM. Kind of cool. Turn on. Yeah, dude, if I can just figure out how to get rid of the aliasing, the sample rate thing. Like right now, this is at, yeah, we're at 294 hertz. I mean, that would just give me like a different sound. Like I could like, no, just like I could use that to like isolate harmonics or whatever. But I'm really going for weird ways to shape the wave, right? If you think about it, when you're doing this stuff, this is all just like, oh wait. All this audio rate stuff is just like, let's manipulate the wave really fast in such a way that we're manipulating it within one single wave cycle. Upsampling, I'm in 44.1. Maybe? I don't think that'll affect Max for Live, though, because I think this is all the result of... Actually, maybe, because we're still twisting knobs in Ableton. That could... It's a decent idea. How to... Let's go to 96. Don't break. Please? Thank you. Is it just me, or does this already sound better? I can't remember what it sounded like right before I did that. Where you? I was making it go really fast. Okay, let's turn it off. I think that actually worked. Bacon cake, I think you did it. Those are crazy fucking sounds, dude. No, it's still can't wait. It's still there. Yeah, because like here, if I loop over this thing, I just increase this. Wait, let's keep this maxed out. Where's the spell book? You go all the way to the top. Right, and we just increase the numerator over and over again. And then it just goes back down. It's just reflecting over it. So I don't think that changed. But let's just start getting weird. Let's just map spellbook to everything. Again, none of these are like particularly usable. I guess my real goal is like if I can get this into something with a decent workflow, right? Why is the waveform so positive? The depth goes high. Also, just like mix up different things. Now, another question is, what other audio effects can I oscillate at audio rate to get something cool sounding? Like maybe there's something cool we could do with a phaser, maybe? Is there a phase amount of the phaser? No. We can like make the time move back and forth really fast. Right? Like, I don't think that'll sound good. What happens if we put it on Redux? What if we make the rate, the sample rate, go all crazy? Here, let's go back to single sustained sine wave. Oh, we're on random, that's why it sounds that fucked up. It's a cool way to make noise. Incredibly, wait, it's still making a tone if I have the sample rate. It's just going between like 20 hertz and like 1,000. That still creates the tone. That's wild. I mean, it's just something oscillating really fast, right? A fast scanning. Oh shit! Oh shit! Okay, that's a good idea, I think. The other thing they were talking about in the sampler, no, they're saying you could assign oscillators, different things. What would be an easy? Here, let's just grab. Granulator. It's also a question of what the, like, I guess, sample rate or how quick the thing reacts. Oh, you can also put it on delays. That's another thing, too. Because if you're moving the delay time back and forth, you're basically frequency modulating the entire sound, right? So let's map you also. But we need to put sounds on you. So let's grab... Okay, I have to fucking get out of here. What sounds? The steak face lasts longer than 5 seconds. I gotta say, like, sometimes I'll like look back at VODs and I'm like, what the fuck is going on with my face? Like, I'm just like tweaking out listening to weird sounds. I imagine everyone does that when they're producing. I hope. Okay, wait. Let's grab. Wait. Grab that guy. Let's. All right. Wait. Turn off Redux. Why? There's just no sound right there. Oh, it's really low in frequency. Okay, I think this might be cool. I'm hoping. Grain. No, not grain. That was not the right thing. All right, there's too many. Oh no. Oh no, I can't click on it because the knobs I made in Max MSP are covering it. Okay. File position. Okay, one. How am I gonna do this? Oh, wait. I'm gonna make entirely different MIDI channel that is just gonna go something like that. And then we're gonna put the expression control on that. So now this will be following that MIDI, and then we just have to lower the depth amount because that shit goes crazy. In fact, I think we're gonna turn you into a rack. We're gonna unmap. Oh, there's so many things going on now. Why did I do this to myself? This thing. Fuck. I can't. No! Okay. We're just gonna delete Granulator 2. Put it back in. And then this one, we're gonna map file position. No, I did it again. It just mapped it. It just fucking did it. That is obnoxious. Don't. What is going on? Why can't I? Ableton, please. Oh my god. Okay. Oh wait, we can just remap this, I think. Here. Map you go to that. Map to that. Okay. Cool. Now we can set this to, I don't know, be a really small number. And then fuck. Because I want to be able to scan it a long way. But I don't want it to be... I mean, I could set the depth. Oh, wait, no, this is super easy, actually. Never mind. I am so silly. I didn't have to do any of that. Let's just remove that macro. We'll just put you. Okay. It's all built in. It's all built into the LFO. I didn't have to do anything. Is the envelope follower also sample rate limited? I think the envelope follower kind of sucks. Yeah, it does not. It follows the envelope. It doesn't follow the actual waveform. I mean, it doesn't suck, but like for this purpose, it's not gonna work. I don't think this is gonna work out. Let's try something more melodic and not bassy. Do I have any melodic samples at all? Please. That's not melodic, but it's not low end. Oh, we can use a sampler. Here, let's get rid of that. So you can use samplers basically as a granulator if you just set the like loop amount. I don't know, wobbly clamps. Everyone's favorite. We take this guy. Oh, classic, I think. Turn on loop. And then now, how do I drag this around? There we go. I don't think it's gonna work. I think there's a limit. Yeah, that's gonna work. This is like the slowest I can possibly get. It doesn't. That's a bummer. It was a good effort though. It's a good try. All right. What else? What else? What other things can we do? I mean, you can audio rate modulate like a whole. Ooh, formant filter. Let's do a formant filter. Goodbye. And then let's put operator on you. And then you will go that. Project Tempo is super buggy. It won't work. Like even for manual automation, it's super quantized. It's not going to do it, which is a bummer. That's cool. You can very clearly hear that it's on a sawtooth wave. Because I guess, yeah, the frequency's at 33 hertz right now, because it's like a sub. Okay. We're putting a limiter at the end of our chain. I've done that a while ago. What's up, Theme? We are audio rate modulating a fuck ton of random different stuff to see if they makes cool sounds. So, audio rate modulating stuff in Ableton is kind of buggy, as you probably just heard when it exploded. Oh, yeah, you're right. I don't think it's making a difference. I think it is. Good thinking. And before I started, like, actually sampling anything. You could sample a part of the project modulate audio, perhaps to achieve the same effect on the BPM. No, because we're using an LFO, and the LFO, I can make the LFO move. This is the frequency of it. Basically, the LFO is gonna move at the same frequency as whatever MIDI note I'm playing. I can map it to a MIDI note, and then I can multiply that by some integer ratio. This is the numerator and that's the denominator. So it's just like FM kinda, but I can modulate other parameters. It is buggy though. Like on sample rate reduction. Like we can actually just use this as an FM synth by putting this on the frequency, I guess, right? Am I out of, I think I'm out of knobs. I'm out of knobs. Let's put, the flanger sucks. Flanger sucks, we know that. I mean, it works. We should add Max for Live. Yeah, Max is pretty good. Max is pretty good. Because I basically just opened up the normal LFO, the Max for Live LFO, and then just like tweaked a couple things so that I can map it to stuff. Though yeah, it breaks whenever it goes above like 400-ish hertz, and as it approaches it, then you can clearly hear some like sample rate fuckery going on. That is, it's weird, I gotta say. It's kind of unpleasant. But, okay, let's put this back to you. Alright, why do you sound like that now? We have redux and roar. I should probably just stick to one thing I'm modulating at a time. Why does it sound so buggy? Oh, right now I'm not modulating it by the same input signal. Okay, duh. Okay, this still sounds fucked. We're over here. I was getting really cool effects earlier. We can put this on a more better sounding bass again. And then that just sounds like shit overall. It's kind of neat that the depth amount that's modulating is effectively like a dry wet kind of. Where's the here? Let's turn off the spell book. Oh, it's still mapped to this fucking thing. Else, I feel like it sounds different than it did before. Did I mess with anything? Bias was off. Yeah, you can get like kind of infrasound. That's too slow, but I feel like that's probably the most usable like sound idea, is that like if you have some like really big bass, then you can like just increase the depth and then make it modulate with something at half the frequency. That's pretty cool. We can also do a 1/3 ratio. Also do like 3/5. Like weird. 2/5. Make them both prime numbers to like really make it fucking weird. Should have the oscilloscope out because the oscilloscope is kind of important for this. I have some of them. That's fucking sick. So like it's on a square wave, right? So you can see that it's just bouncing. Well, okay, now it's stopped. It's bouncing back and forth really, really fast. And that's cutting it. It's cutting the waveform into square wave bits and sending it to the top and to the bottom because we got the bias of the distortion. It's going crazy. That's so fucking cool. So definitely, yeah, I found messing with the bias on Roar is probably the most usable. Oh, the auto filter is also pretty good. When it's a notch, doesn't really do much. Yeah, I think it's best for infrasonic stuff. Yeah, the transition into like in and out of square. That's sick. Sounds very like nasally. It's like a pig. The order probably matters. No, it doesn't really. If you overdo it, it just turns into a literal square wave. Delay maybe now might be cool. Right, super delay. Open delay time. What if you duplicate the current signal to modulate it against itself as a convolution? To modulate, to use convolution reverb, you need to have it exported as like a sample, right? I could vocode it. I could vocode it, and then I can fuck around with the vocoder stuff. Though I don't know what the sample rate is of the vocoder knobs. Let's turn off the delay. Map this to forward and shift. It's doing nothing. It's not even doing anything. That's, oh, maybe it should come after everything. Hello? Hello? Oh, the gate. Fuck. It did some, like, really wide thing a second ago. It broke. I broke it. I forgot to put a limiter on it again, because we're on a new track. It might explode at any moment. The vocoder broke. Oh, it's the OTT afterwards. No? The vocoder is broken. I didn't know you could break a vocoder. I killed it. Well, we're done with the vocoder. I mean, that sounded pretty cool. Okay, what else? What other sounds are there? Delay, corpus, auto. Fucking get out of here. Maybe I mean, resonators are just like a bunch of delays. Is there something cool in the resonator we could twist back and forth? Like color is just like kind of a filter thing. Yeah, that's not gonna do shit. There's a bandpass filter in it. That's boring. You can discreetly move the notes. I have to say, I've never heard that very particular sound before. It's not great, but that's new to me. No, that was sick. That was good. that was cool. Resonator apparently can sound really fucking cool with all this. Oh, this is news to me. Like, imagine this kind of stuff incorporated into a live jam setting. Yeah, it's just the problem is it takes like 40 minutes of digging through shit sounds to find just like the right combination of stuff, and then it's like fucking insane. I didn't record any of that, but honestly, I don't see how any of that was like usable in like a song or anything. But like putting drum loops over would probably be a good idea. Make it more jammy. I agree with that. Let's just grab something. You get out of here. Come on. X drums. Wait, these. Some mud pies and sound design I can't English. Sound design sessions are more compatible with live settings. Some are more. Yeah, that's exactly what I was saying. I just didn't even finish reading your comment. Took it out of my brain. Okay, well, yeah, audio rate modulating a resonator sounds fucking awesome. I would not have expected that at all, really. You know what else is interesting is we could also, instead of putting it on a single sine wave playing at 44 hertz, what if we put this all on the drums? Right? Now let's put limiter right afterwards. Make this a normal BPM. Nothing's playing. Why don't you play? Oh. Why don't you play when there's nothing going on, when the depth is at 0? Oh, there's an autofilter. Guess we should make this... let's make this a minor 7th chord. Why is it so wide? Where's the width coming from? What the fuck is with that? These aren't panned. I don't understand why it's wide at all. Okay, that's funny, yeah, because these are made up of a bunch of delays, so it sounds like vinyl repitching when you make it go, oh. Oh, yo. Okay. So resonator, there's just a bunch of delays on each, there's like 4 delays or 5 delays going on at the exact same time. That's all. And I'm moving all of them at audio rate versus just one delay. I think that's all that's really going on. So I'm frequency modulating with an entire chord. But it's like parallel process, I think, because I think, yeah, each of the delays are parallel. I'm assuming. I don't actually know for a fact, but... maybe. I don't know. It sounds fucking weird when it's just by itself. But this is just on drums. It sounded much better when it was just on like an operator. That's great. You can see that's a triangle wave. I love this. I love the intuition and shit that you get from playing around with like frequency modulation stuff is great. Ooh. The like polyrhythm. No. Ooh, the bin random is sick too. It's an interesting, like, noise sound. Like, these are... I'm getting a lot of sounds here that I've literally never heard before, which I think is... Or at least I've never made before. Yeah, I'm also getting like there's a lot of like micro ideas and stuff in here that could really work. So I think, yeah, Resonator for sure is really, really cool on this. So it doesn't, I mean, it doesn't sound, there are definitely portions where it sounds super musical, and it's all like super wobbly and stuff, because I do be making wobbly stuff. All right, I have to use the bathroom real bad, so I will be back in like, I don't know, 1 or 2 minutes. Yay. Alright, we are back. Real quick. I am prepping a week's worth of food. One sick general causes to break off into a million thoughts. Yeah, I think this is a like new YouTube video worthy, new sound design tutorial thing. I think so. I just like I need to find a really like it's kind of a pain to set up and work with, but I think the general concept is really cool. And I'm sure you can apply this to a bunch of other stuff. Like I think like Faceplant is really good for audio rate modulating stuff. And so you just audio rate modulate different effects, right? I don't know what the word is for this. Because I know when you apply it specifically to a filter, it's just called filter frequency modulation. Or FFM, I guess. Like what we have going here. But like, I mean, you could slap it on literally anything, like a Redux. I guess. Interesting. Okay. So like if it's going really, really fast, that means within the waveform, there are going to be portions of the waveform that are normal, and then there's going to be portions of the waveform that are stepwise. That's why it doesn't sound completely destroyed. Yeah. Yeah. I feel the same. I like had this realization last night. I was like, what the fuck? I was like freaking out. And I'm glad I got to like spend the live like fully explore this more on the live stream, and I got something cool out of it too. I was kind of flailing for a bit, but okay, this doesn't, the resonator thing doesn't sound particularly great on just like transient stuff, but like if we just like, you know, let's just insert, I mean, we can just put like a whole fucking loop in here or something, right? Let's just fuck around. Let's fuck around. Why not? Let's grab pigments. Let's go grab the random Lydian trip. One's great. This one's cheat codes. And then do something like that. We'll get a minor 7th chord. Wait. A minor 7th chord. Yeah, I want 2 minor 7th chords that just like legato is covering shit up. And then this guy here, let's turn off this for a second. And I'll save this rack and drop it in my Discord. And then I'm gonna see if I can think up like a way to make this more usable in the near future. And then I'll probably make a YouTube video, like a whole full-fledged sound design thing, like properly explain like what's going on. Let's turn on the arpeggiator and sequencer. A fugue would be cool. I don't know how to write a fugue though, but that would be really cool. Oh, we could put the expression control. It might be going to, I don't know how fast, I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of things that could break this, but we can put, for one, wait, first, V2, let's save this because I feel like we're going to crash Ableton at some point. Just fucking around with this. I already broke a vocoder earlier. But yeah, patterns interweaving, that does sound good. I'm bad at that though. All right, let's take input from 35 pigments, set to pigments, set to in, and then we put the expression control that's controlling the key tracking for this here. Turn off that. Now let's look at LFO. Yeah, it's following it. Look at that. Except, okay, we can't have it be really high frequency, so we're gonna have to keep the denominator higher than the numerator. Okay, this is breaking. Whoa. That went on for a really long time. Weird. Why? Like, I'm not even, the bias isn't even moving that much. I was not running into this as an issue earlier. Something has to do with the input signal. There's nothing still playing. I don't know. It's confusing me. Okay, no, we're just not gonna use roar for now. This also doesn't work. I think we just need like a long sub note, especially for... I mean, what I was doing before is I just had a single really long, super gritty sub note playing. That was the only thing that was like sounding really cool with the resonator. Okay, this isn't working. Let's take the expression control and put you just on the sub. Oh, and it sounded really good when I was using... Oh, that makes sense. It sounded best when I was using square wave, which obviously makes sense because then it's not pitch bending. It's just discretely jumping between the two different wave shapes. I wonder... I want to have more consistent square-like waveforms, and I know I can do something like that if I use a multiple... Oh. Something? No. If I use multiple LFOs in a series and I use one to control the offset of the other, I just have to... Do we just duplicate this guy? I map the expression control to the same thing. Alright, we're getting more and more convoluted. Expression control... That one's not mapped to anything. This guy, can I map this guy to more than one target? I don't think I can. Which means we're going to map you to a multi-map. Oh boy. And then the multi-map, we map you onto this guy, and then we're also going to map you onto this guy, right? Now they're both doing the same thing. I'm gonna set the depth for both of them. Depth. 0 to 50. 0 to 50. Right? Cool. Now, this... I have to move the depth knob. Yeah. Alright, now this guy controls the offset. Oh, shit. But they're the exact same frequency. You can adjust the phase of one of them. Now we're getting different shapes. It's funny, if it's at 50%, it should completely cancel out. It should, but it's not. Well, okay, so, I mean, this is super buggy, but... It's basically like a straight line, like there's... Like if we make it really, really slow... Huh, interesting. Oh, no, it's supposed to be 25%. I'm so silly. Wait, what? What the fuck? Why is it smushing out when this is at 35%? That makes no sense. Anyways, well, regardless, let's just speed it up. I mean, it's just gonna turn into noise. It's an interesting kind of noise. I don't know. It's kind of tricky, but it's entirely negative. I don't know why. Weird. It's still playing. It sucks. Stop it. Okay. How long have I been streaming? Hour and a half. All right. This is all super cool. I think I'm gonna now try to just like make music for a bit. I saved the rack, right? Which is called PQ Audio Rate LFO V2. Cool. All right, that is saved. Resonator sounds cool on a single waveform. That's what I learned. Okay. Let's work on actual music now, I think. Or I could just end the stream and then this whole stream could just be entirely just sound design experiments. That could be it. Or we could just keep trying to experiment with different stuff. Are there any other audio effects that we didn't explore that probably be good? Like we can try putting it on a saturator. Okay, so like putting it on drums wasn't that cool. Put you on here, we're just gonna turn fucking all ends. Right, we got that. We're gonna put the audio rate LFO on you. Right. Turn this off. Right, okay, we have a bunch of options. Now, wait, I fucked with everything. Totally fucked with everything. Here, let's turn that off. Go back to what we were doing before. Could become a phase plant master. I'm scared of phase plant though. What if I fail? I'm afraid of failure. Right, so this needs to be... That's kind of cool. What was I doing? Oh, right. What if we take saturator and we here off of sample rate drive, I guess. That's cool. Limiter again. I keep forgetting to put limiters. That's sick. This is kind of fucking nutty, actually. The saturator is really cool. So we're just automating. Is there anything else that we can automate on here? Something on the wave shaper, maybe? Oh yeah, let's put this on wave shaper mode. Yeah, Seinfeld is best shape. Even harmonics go crazy. Wave shaper is also kind of cool. That one's nuts. Like yelling. What was I gonna do? Oh. Let's map. What if instead of drive, we mapped you to like curve? That's disappointing. Okay, extremely disappointing. More drive. Very disappointing. Kind of cool. But it does something, but it's not great. Linear. We can let's see what it looks like. Oh, we're on a fucking square wave. It starts vibratoing. Okay, also disappointing. What if we put damp on? That might be weird. That looks uncomfortable. It makes me feel very uncomfortable. It's for like audio rate modulating with like... This is weird, dude. What the fuck does drive? Drive 0 to 100%? What's the difference between... There's... How does this all work? I need to like... Jesus Christ, you can make a whole new rack with just audio rate modulating each of the individual parts of the saturator. Which I guess if... I mean, oh shit. Oh, that's cool. if you audio rate modulate the saturator, you're just changing the shape of the wavefold distortion, right? Because if you audio rate modulate it within one single cycle of its waveform, then that... No, not necessarily, because this is based on amplitude. Well, because it also depends on what the phase is of the input signal, so it's not directly... It's not directly changing the shape. It's not like one-to-one isomorphic to a saturator with a different shape, because the phase of this and the phase of the actual input signal matter a lot. Okay. Weird. Very weird. Okay, damp. Disappointing. They're just all disappointing. I think Synoid Fold. That's the king. But we could also just use roar. I already have a roar. Well, no, we'll use another one, because one roar is for bias modulation. Which is cool. I love the fact that it literally creates a sine wave at that frequency. Sound is cool. Okay, we are right. I have another roar. Having you to this roar. Surprised I don't hear more of it, considering it's going up and down 24 dB. What the fuck? What's going on, man? Oh, it was lying to me. It was like, it's like a frame rate thing, that's why it was... There we go. It gets, you get a lot of like very formity sounding basses out of this too, which is super sick. Okay, oh, there's a mount also. We need to try it on a bunch of shit. A mount directly changes what the shape is of the saturation curve. Drive is just a volume beforehand. Okay. Okay, that one's eh. I mean, this is just when we start fucking with. Okay. Oh, what if we invert the phase? There's so many this is overwhelming shit, honestly. This is kind of crazy. Oh, it's all in one. We can just frequency modulate in here. I don't need an auto filter. We have a morph. There's a morph also. We don't even need an auto filter. Now, what I really need to do, if I really want to make this like super cool, is each of these mapping things have their own multiplier on them, so I can have the filter, the FFM, the filter frequency modulator, move at a different multiple. What if we control depth by its... No. If you map itself to depth, what even happens? It's gonna, like, stabilize at some asymptote? How's that even work? I don't get it. Depth. What happens if we map yourself to phase? You can't. it breaks. Oh, but I have to map. I'm just playing around at this point. Oh, it won't let me. What? Oh, no, I could. Bam. And let's turn on that. I was like super tweaking. Okay, I mean, I kind of knew that would happen. I kind of did know that exact thing would happen, so it just sounded fun, really. Okay. All right, let's undo all the shit I just did. Let's turn off the bias. Oh. Filter frequency 1, shape there. Okay. Are we on random? We're on random right now. Let's look at the shape of the wave. We're on a square. It's pretty good. What if we audio rate modulate the level? We can amplitude modulate the frequency, or the amplitude modulate the carrier of a phase modulator. No, I'm mixing up all the words, but you know what I'm trying to say. Some bullshit math person thing. Oh, fuck yeah. Oh man, it's too fun. It's really too fun. No, I'm not making any sounds to actually use later. Okay. What do we do from here? We need to set you to... Whoa. chorus. I broke it. See? This is why we have limiters. Look at that. You got stuck at a DC offset. Oh, that's a very, very, very slow frequency. Oh, that was cool. Do you see that? It like a square wave, kind of, and then it like slowly drifted up and then stayed there for like 5 seconds. Very cool. Okay. Wow. All right. There's a lot of cool shit you can do with this. Amplitude modulating different things. Directly modulating, yeah, amplitude. That is amplitude. If you frequency modulate the drive, that's kind of like your amplitude modulating right before you're going into a distortion. I don't fully know how amplitude modulation works, like in terms of like what sidebands and stuff you create, but that makes sense. Though I guess it's more so about what the distortion curve is doing. And then you can have the distortion curve, you know, tweaking out like this in some weird way. I think the only half-wave rectifier thing is the only distortion preset shaper thing that creates even harmonics. You know what would be cool is if you could like import or create your own distortion wavetable. I know that's what like VSTs are used for, but I don't want to get VSTs. I just want to mess around with this stuff, you know? That's cool. What about a hyperchorus? What is a hyperchorus? That's a fucking crazy sound. That's weird, man. I should probably like record some of these out. This is weird, man. I'm not gonna use that. I don't know. These are all there's too many fucking weird sounds in there. Recorded out fucking I hate when that happens. Oh, by hyperchorus, I'm assuming you mean like a giant stack of courses? I've never heard the term hyperchorus before. I would be scared. What would we even... Well, we need to find a thing to modulate. There's a mount. So like we can put, you know, let's map. Okay, wait. Fill out. Let's fill out. Let's turn you off. Look at that DC offset. What the fuck? I like that. I really like that sound. Got like Russian hardcore. Okay, now we have techno. Just the difference between techno and like Russian hard bass is just a square wave versus a saw wave. Where's the pitch? No, pitch isn't that. Okay. All right, I'm burning out. I've been twisting knobs and listening to waveforms for 2 hours. I think that was pretty good. Pretty good sound design session. We learned a whole lot. What did we learn? Let's take notes. Let's take notes. Write down. Frequency. What do we even call? What is this technique called? When you frequency modulate different parameters. Frequency modulating. Parameters at audio rate. It's called audio rate frequency modulation. Audio rate modulator, audio rate modulation. Yeah, modulating cutoff of a filter, your frequency modulating filter. I just want to know mod wiggler. That can't be it. Just, whatever, just audio rate modulation, cool sounds, square waves on resonators on FM basses sound cool. Amplitude modulating distortion. What else sounded cool? We did a whole bunch of shit. Tried it on a bunch of stuff. Redux kind of Redux makes interesting noise. Redux makes weird noise. Phaser flanger sucked. Auto filter, yeah, of course that works. Most of the things in Roar sounded cool. I don't know. For the most part, it was just pretty interesting. I mean, it sounds best on basses, obviously. Sounds best. Sound best on basses. Word. Okay. Yeah. All right. That is all. I'm gonna end the live stream. I'm gonna drop the fucking this Max thing here. I'm gonna put this in my Discord. Copy Max for live device. Go device file and browser. Where are you? Q LFO with MIDI 4. So an Explorer. Maybe I should just like. No, I think I should just drop. I should put the expression control on this. Expression controls here. Because it involves some mapping. You have to map the expression control target directly to. And I'm just gonna put the LFO. LFO with MIDI 4. Okay. All right. I am ending the stream. This was fun. Thanks for hanging out. Y'all made cool sounds, learned some things. We stared at waveforms, and our brains got just a tiny bit bigger. I think that's what it feels like for me. Okay. Yeah, I don't know, I'll probably stream again tomorrow. Hopefully I need to start like actually working on music, or maybe I'll do more sound design experiments and see if I can get like a really user-friendly like interface going with a rack, because this is kind of a shit show. This is more sort of an exploration of what sounds sound kind of cool. It seems like this is best as like a distortion thing. Yeah. All right.